This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers.
Down the street in it. Got my feet in it. Whole pound, no 6 in it. Bring the Khalifa clone, I put the fees in it. KK got the whole place lit up. Hit the switch, make my 6'2" sit up. I know you sick, don't spit up. Tell homegirl if I can't, she gotta get up.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of Minor League Baseball. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Springfield Cardinals and the Arkansas Travelers. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Justin Dunn gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws.
He's out. 3. Out. 4. Take the base. Keep 3. Out. 3. He's out.
So now here is Quentin Booth looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch coming. A ball and a strike. Bishop stands at second with 2 gone. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Here's the 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In to score, the runner from second. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Sam Haggerty. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line drive, fair ball down the line. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Now to the plate, Luis Liberato. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. A 1-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Plummer will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We played 2 full. The Travelers lead it 2-1. Next to hit, Quentin Booth. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. First offering on its way.
Ball 1.
1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We played 4 full. Arkansas leads this thing 2-1. Now at the plate, Quentin Booth struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the AB on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
When that threat of running's on first base, man, does that change the whole pitcher's mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. Bishop on at first, nobody out. Stays alive, still 0-2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
It'll be Quentin Booth. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We've played 8 full, and we are all tied 5-5. Next, here is Quentin Booth. He's 1 for 4 so far.
Come on, sit on something right here. Let it fly.
Now here's the first offering.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
The 1-0. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. He brings it in, and they have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
8-6 the final score tonight. Springfield used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Jacob Patterson claims the win out of the pen, his first. Zach Thompson wraps it up for the save, his 12th of the season. So that'll...
to go in circles, a lifetime of giving up for you. Give me a break. Don't say something about the land. And first he would tell me I'm his friend. Actually, no thanks, I'm okay. Not even sad, we lost my way. I want new friends, but then I want me. One shot is never enough. I just wait for this to go into circles. And the distance of my room is anything so necessary. I was thinking about that thing that you said last night. So boring.
game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Springfield Cardinals and the Arkansas Travelers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Arkansas Travelers.
Juan Ten, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Striding forward now is the DH, Quentin Booth, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Hey, swinging from the right side against left-handed pitching has been an area of concern for this guy so far this season. And his numbers aren't very pretty in those matchups.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 on its way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he takes a called strike 2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's all.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Travelers lead it 1-0. Next, it'll be Quentin Booth, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike. 3 runs already home here. A little bit outside. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this is lined hard to deep left. Yepes is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases-loaded jam. On now to the top of inning number 4. Arkansas leads this thing 4-0. So stepping in is Quentin Booth as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Decent, but not great results so far this season from the left side. I know he'd like better, certainly, but he's definitely a capable hitter in this setup.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it, huh? Lasers all day.
Lifted into center field. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Ball four, take the base. Three.
So next to hit is Quentin Booth. Flew out last time up.
Quentin Booth.
Here's the first pitch to him. Two out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Travelers lead it 7-2.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Travelers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Juan Ten gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Matthew Liberatore worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshow.com.
For Springfield, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game weekend series between the Springfield Cardinals and the Arkansas Travelers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
For your Arkansas Travelers.
Quentin Booth will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
An interesting stat about this guy. Coming into this game, right-handed hitters are hitting below 200 on the season for him as the starting pitcher. So he must be doing something right when he's facing the righties.
Now at the plate here is John Torres, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way.
First pitch, 7:07.
0-1, here it comes.
1-1.
Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. McCann is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, the things you need to focus on today, you got to watch this team. They have the most errors in the league. You cannot be a successful ball club and kick it around and give this team extra outs. Let's see what happens.
Into the box now, Peter Pascal.
The center fielder.
As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He'll enter play at 313. Still without a home run and a dozen RBIs. Strike 2 called on the inner half, 0-2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
1 out, nobody on. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Next to hit is Kramer Robertson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit hard back up the middle. Reined in. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Irving Lopez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Irving Lopez.
Now the first pitch.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Got him.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So now to the plate, Brendan Donovan. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half, it's strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Boof isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
And it's fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Malcolm Nunez will be next. And he fouls this one off. Fastball too high, ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
And now Malcolm Nunez. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. First pitch on its way.
Inside, ball one.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
That's a ball.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
2-2 the count. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away. And now in the box, Andrew Kisner. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. 1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking it.
Filia is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out. So now here is Nick Plummer looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to 3rd, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. A couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Into the box, Colin Anderley, and he'll start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow. And the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the 1st out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, John Torres. He flied out leading off the ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
On the season, Torres brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
And he loses him on a breaking ball.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Here's the first pitch. Peter Pascal stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Now batting.
At the plate, Kramer Robertson, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Irving Lopez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. McCann backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Next up, Brendan Donovan. He's hitless in the series so far.
Brendan Donovan.
First delivery to him. Line towards center field. Walton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. At the plate now is Malcolm Nunez. Worked a walk his first time up.
Malcolm Nunez.
And now a pitch on the way. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
So now to the plate, Andrew Kisner flew out in his only at-bat so far. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
High in the air into shallow left center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in will be Nick Plummer. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Hey, come on, guys.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
A 3-0. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. Stepping in once again is Colin Anderley. From the belt, the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And Haggerty's there to make the catch. There's 1 gone. And now here is John Torres. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Plummer, base runner at first with 1 out. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed right there. He did not want to hang that breaking ball with 2 strikes, and you foul it away. You have to regroup. You're not seeing that again.
Filia is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in next, Peter Pascal. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch coming. 0-1 the count. 2 out with the man at first. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Fouled away. The 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away.
Hey now, we got 2.
Oh, and this one ran in and got him, and that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was 1 strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
Stepping in now, Kramer Robertson, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. In the dirt here. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
3-2, full count. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder, and he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. Leading off the inning, it'll be Irving Lopez as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Irving Lopez.
First pitch on the way. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Breaking balls in there that time. 1-1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Up high. 2-1 now.
2-1.
Into the windup and the pitch.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Now the payoff pitch home. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th. Now at the plate is Brendan Donovan. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Nope, that's the ball.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Too high. Ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Now batting. The first
Standing in now, Malcolm Nunez. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Gone! It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as we are all knotted up at 2.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Jimmy Yacobonis will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
He's out. 3. He's out. 3. You're out. 3. 3. He's safe. Out. You're out. 3. He's out. Out. You're out. 3. Full 4. Take the race. He's out. 3. Ball 4. Take the race. 3. Out. You're out. 3. Out. 3.
To the finals. Joey Gerber claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa. Dan, please.
At some point, just about every prospect goes through a tough phase. Your bat goes cold, you can't find your feel on the mound, just nothing feels right. Sean Casey joins me today. Case, what is it like as a prospect in the minor leagues to go through struggles like that?
It's tough. It's tough because when you get to the minors, you really probably haven't struggled. You know, you haven't faced this kind of competition, so you really haven't struggled huge. I know for me, when I first got into pro ball, I was a second-round pick of the Indians. I had just led the country in hitting at University of Richmond, 461. I was the best hitter in the country. I get to the minor leagues. One of my hitting coaches is like, "Hey, listen, let's change your stance a little bit. Let's lower you down, get in your legs." And I'm like, "Oh, this guy must know what he's talking about. He's a professional coach." I struggle so bad for 2 weeks. I'm hitting 140. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get released. Remember, Joel Skinner comes up to me, my manager, and he says, "You know what, Case?" He goes, "You're a great hitter. That's why they took you in the second round. Tonight, I want you to start hitting your way." So that night, I got taller. I started hitting. I ended up winning the batting title that year. The point was, failures, the struggle, all that stuff, anxiety is built into baseball. You as an individual player have to learn how to talk to yourself mentally, know yourself as a hitter or as a pitcher, and believe in yourself. That's what's going to get you to the next level.
I'm guessing I'ma be okay. Say it's gonna feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow.
Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me.
The God parted is Tokyo and I'm Godzilla. Playing blackjack.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our coverage comes to you from the AA Central. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Tulsa Drillers and the Arkansas Travelers. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. George Kirby, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.
One out, runner at first, and here's Matt Beatty to hit now.
The first baseman, Matt
Estevez stands at first with 1 out. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. He's got it. Oh, but the feed is offline. Couldn't hit the shortstop covering the bag.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tried.
Top of the third set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Omar Estevez.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Hit hard to short. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Yeah, and when the ball left the bat, you figured it was a routine out, but that's how quickly things can change. As it stands, there's a runner on second base and a base hit away from coming home.
Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Quentin Booth. First pitch of the AB now. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Clemens has tossed over 30 innings so far this season with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. But this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
He say 3. That's 1 4. 3. 3.
Ready now is Omar Estevez, who came around to score last time after reaching on an error. Here comes the 1-2. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Now into the box, Quentin Booth comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, and now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
Come on, big guy.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike two. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches all.
Stepping in next, Omar Estevez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Drilled on the ground to short. Reined in. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
4-4, take the base.
Last half of the 7th here, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Quentin Booth. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1. Little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down. Hey, needs you right here, needs you.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight. It seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy.
To the plate now, Quentin Booth. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
It's non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here's the pitch on 2-2. This pitch is popped up. McKinstry over to his right. And that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
9-6, the final tally in this one. The Drillers slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Tulsa Drillers and the Arkansas Travelers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Justin Dunn gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Next up is Drew Avens. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at-bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Dunn will do this himself, and that's the first out. Now to bat, Cody Hosey. 5 base hits in the series for him through 9 at-bats, so he's been very productive at the plate.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a...
And stepping in, Carlos Rincon. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Quentin Booth, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Hey, swinging from the right side against left-handed pitching has been an area of concern for this guy so far this season. And his numbers aren't very pretty in those matchups.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the 3 innings complete. The Drillers lead it 3-0.
Ball 4, take the base. 3 out.
Now to the plate, here is Quentin Booth. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the AB now. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Sam Haggerty singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Now batting, the left fielder, Louis.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rayleigh is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So now into the box is Jordan Cowan. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. So next to bat will be Quentin Booth. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, guys, well, maybe that's going to wake him up a little bit. Maybe he needed some extra motivation to square one up and get out of this slump he's been in.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning. Up next, Omar Estevez, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. He's got it. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start.
Striding in is Luke Rayleigh. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. The pitch to short. Scooped up. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself. Now it'll be Joaquin Zarco. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Swing and a liner. But right at the shortstop for the second out. Stepping up is Quentin Booth. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the first offering. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
This was a fun game to watch all the way around. There was lots of action, 12 total runs scored on the board, and a pretty close finish to boot.
7-5 tonight's final. The Drillers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mathieu Mouton earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Nolan Long hammers down the save, his 7th of the campaign.
Se puso buena, el gozo corre por mi vena, vamos a olvidar.
to check in from time to time to make sure his client is happy with his situation. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client, confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actuality.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Arkansas Travelers and the Tulsa Drillers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Tejas Shah, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is fun to watch. How about his last start? He had 10 Ks, lots of swings and misses, and this is one of those guys. He's throwing the ball over the plate. He can get a lot of strikeouts.
Next will be the designated hitter, Quentin Booth, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Been a struggle for him hitting from this side. And as a switch hitter, you really hope for some more consistency from both sides of the plate. But that just hasn't been the case for him batting lefty against these good right-handers.
No balls and a strike to count. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Nobles aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a curveball misses inside.
That hook stayed up in the zone. He struggled with that curveball early, trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate. Watching.
So the next to bat will be Quentin Booth. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Dribbled down the third baseline. (5-1) our score as we play the fourth here. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. 1-2 now.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
He'll try again. 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
He put up a pretty good battle.
Next to dig in, Quentin Booth. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1. Let her rip right here. Let's go.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Next to stand in is Sam Haggerty. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. Nobles over at second. Boof at first. 2 out in the inning. This is hit the other way out toward left field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. So here is Quentin Booth, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 1-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Went after the high one there. A swing and a miss. A runner on first with 2 away. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Arkansas leads this thing 8-3.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
8-3 tonight.
And 11 runners left on base.
They game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Arkansas Travelers and the Tulsa Drillers. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Dennis Santana is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft.
So now here is Robert Leonard. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. And that misses inside 1-0. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for Game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into Game 2.
A ball and 2 strikes.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
In now, Drew Avens.
The left fielder.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here's the 2-1 home. To 2-2 now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Matt Beatty stepping in.
The first baseman.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. There's the knuckle curve laid off. 1-1.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
2-2 now with 2 gone here in the home half of the first. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Now to the plate, Cody Hosey. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The third baseman, Cody.
First delivery to him. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1.
Forward. One ball, one strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Next to hit, Luke Raley.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Luke Raley.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Into the box, Carlos Rincon. Hard hit towards center. Haggerty is there, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Zach McKinstry, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Second baseman,
First pitch on the way.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0.
4-4. Take the base. He's out.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Joaquin Zarco.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Skied into straightaway right. Filia is there, and he'll bring this one in. Next, it'll be Lauren Coco, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
2-0 now. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Again, another foul ball. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Another full count pitch home. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Haggerty comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in,
Now
Robert
batting,
Leonard
center
struck
fielder,
out in his last trip to the plate.
Leonard.
Pitch on the way.
Really high curveball right there, struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
2-0. 2 out, nobody on. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
The count now at 2-2.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Travelers lead it 2-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in the outfielder, Drew Avens. First pitch on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
At the plate now, Matt Beatty. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Struck out in his first at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. One out, nobody on. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
He loses him on ball 4. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Hosey, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Long run for the right fielder, and no one will track it down. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
At the plate, Luke Raley. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Next, here is Carlos Rincon. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Beatty on second. Rayleigh on at first with 2 down. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. A couple of, but no damage. More on tonight after this.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Arkansas Travelers pick up win number 20 on the year. Jimmy Yacobonis claims the win out of the pen, his first. Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Arkansas Travelers and the Tulsa Drillers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
I'm a surface man. That's just the way it is.
Nick Clements starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Striding forward now is the DH, Quentin Booth, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Been a struggle for him hitting from this side. And as a switch hitter, you really hope for some more consistency from both sides of the plate. But that just hasn't been the case for him batting lefty against these good right-handers. The offense better get it going right here. Tell from their dugout, this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out frozen there.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Quentin Booth. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And that misses, ball 1.
Hey, one time, right now.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hey, your pitch.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. The relay. And he is hung out to dry as they tag him out. So stepping in is Quentin Booth. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, and he certainly got the wheels trying to stretch a double into, but it's sort of a killer to the club when you can't leg it out.
0-1 the count. From the stretch.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series.
Next, it'll be Quentin Booth. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
0-1 count and the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Sam Haggerty.
Hey, come on, big guy. I need you right now.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. On to first to complete the double play. So next to hit is Quentin Booth. Singled in his last at-bat.
Quentin Booth.
Now the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Kokel has it. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's 4 runs on just 3 base hits. No errors. And 1 man left on. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of it.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
8-4 the final this afternoon. Jake Haberer wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of the crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Travelers, 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Drillers, 4 runs, 13 hits. No errors. They left 16 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.